Hello. Today we are going to learn the gist of Bhagavad Gita chapter 1. Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 starts with the confusion of Arjuna. Arjuna asks his charioteer, the great Lord Sri Krishna, to drive him past the two forces, the Kauravas and the Pandavas. As he drives close to all his relatives, he sees his own guru, he sees his own teacher, he sees his cousins, uncle, and everyone else standing for war. And all the peace talks between Lord Krishna and all the others had failed. The soldiers had gathered on the battlefield. And when he saw his relatives, friends, and soldiers on the battlefield, and fearing their destruction, he became very compassionate. Compassionate does not really mean pity, not looking down on others as poor or inferior. But Arjuna was feeling a deep pain of his unlucky situation. He was a great warrior. He had fought many wars and he was well prepared for this war. But his compassion made him not to want to fight. He spoke to Lord Krishna about the evils of war and sat down on his chariot, his mind full of sorrow. He saw no use in fighting and he did not know what to do. Sometimes we need to make a choice. As students, we need to focus on our studies. When we are working, we need to focus on work. So, Arjuna was a warrior and he had to focus on the war. That is the context. We are using this story to learn a real life lesson for ourselves. So, the wars are not just between nations, but even quarrels between two people, quarrels between brothers and sisters, husband and wife, between friends and neighbors. The main reason why people fight is because they have selfish motives and selfish desires. The wars are fought because of two P's: the hunger for possession and the hunger for power. And all problems can be solved peacefully if we are able to understand both the sides of the argument. There were two people who were fighting for an orange. Okay, there were two people who were fighting for an orange, and one person said, "I want the orange." The other person said, "I want the orange." There was only one orange. So there was one person who came and asked one person, the first one who was fighting, "Why do you want the orange?" He said, "I want the skin of the orange so that I can use it for making a medicine." The other person said, "I want the inside of the orange so that I can make a juice." So the wise man, he took the peel and gave it to the first person, and he went away happy so that he could make a medicine. The other part, which was the juice inside, that he gave to the other person, and he took it and made orange juice and he drank. Sometimes, if we understand both the sides, what exactly the one person needs, then we will be able to take the same orange and we can use it for both of them. So, this is just an example, and all problems can be solved peacefully. War should be the last resort, and We also learn that we should not commit violence towards anyone. Unjustified killing is punishable. So Lord Krishna urged Arjuna to fight for his own rights and not kill needlessly. Now, if we talk about peace and war, then we shouldn't have the army. We have the army fighting at the border, and they are not going to kill needlessly. They are killing to protect our country. So it was his duty as a warrior to fight a war that is already declared and establish peace and law and order on earth. We all humans have wars going inside of us. Our negative forces and positive forces are always fighting against each other. The negative forces within us are symbolically represented here as the Kauravas, and the positive forces within us are symbolically represented as the Pandavas. The Gita explains very beautifully what our role is and how do we fight these negative forces within us. And we will see different themes and different ideas around different circumstances and different things that teach us to respect and learn from these beautiful verses in Bhagavad Gita. So, how do we fight our negative and positive thoughts? So, there is one person, okay, who was always speaking the truth. He was always telling the truth, okay, and everybody respected him for that. He was very famous for telling the truth always. Anybody would ask him, and he would always tell the truth. One day, there was a thief, a robber, a bandit who was chasing an innocent businessman. That businessman came to this person who tells the truth and hid inside his house. The thief knocked on this door, hit the door hard, and asked the man who always tells the truth, "Where is this businessman? I want to catch him and kill him, and I want to take all his money." Now, this person who always tells the truth, he was in a dilemma. Should I tell the truth or should I not tell the truth? Now, what do you think he said? He actually thought about it and he said, "Oh, this man is hiding here." And the robber caught him and he killed him and he took away all the money. Now, in our scriptures, ahimsa comes first and then satya. So, in this situation, because he told the truth, he actually was responsible for killing somebody. So, we also have battles in our minds around what is right and what is wrong. The other situation is that there was an enemy who had come to the village to destroy the entire village. He wanted to destroy the entire village. Now, if there is one person who comes to destroy 1,000 people, is it good to fight against that one person, or should we let that one person kill everyone in that village? Now we can think about all these situations, that battles that happen in our mind. And one more last story is the story of a hen that was laying a golden egg every day. So this hen used to lay a golden egg every day, and the owner of that the owner of the hen was very, very greedy. So the owner of the egg, he became very rich because that hen was laying golden eggs. So he used to sell that egg and he used to get a lot of money, and he built a big palace and he had a lot of servants, he had a lot of cows in the house, and he was very rich. But he wanted to become even more rich. He wanted to own the whole world. So what he did, he thought that this hen may have thousands and thousands of eggs. So if I cut open the hen, I will be able to get all the golden eggs. So one day, he took the hen that was laying the golden egg, he cut the hen, and the hen did not have any golden egg in it, and the hen died. This man, who was receiving a golden egg from the hen every day, did not receive golden eggs anymore because the golden egg, uh, the hen that was giving the golden egg, also died. This is a story of greed. This is the story of Duryodhana, who was greedy and because of whom there was war. So, to summarize, chapter 1, Arjuna asked his charioteer friend, Lord Krishna, to drive his chariots between the two armies so that he could see the Pandavas' army. Arjuna, when he saw his own friends, his own relatives, and everyone on the opposite side, he thought he must not kill to win the war. He had a battle that he was fighting inside of him. He became confused and he spoke of the evils of war and he refused to fight. This is what happens in chapter 1. Now we will learn what happened in chapter 2. He learns a lot of very beautiful things around spirit and soul and how he was able to stand up and be a mighty warrior, and through that he learned the lessons of life. And through Arjuna, through Krishna's teaching to Arjuna, we all learn some very important lessons of life. Stay tuned for the commentary on the following chapters. Have a nice time. Take care. Goodbye.